right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You take it. Just take it. That's right. That's right. Just take it. Just take it. Just take it. Ooh. Okay. Hey guys, and welcome back to Pick It Into It. I'm Esther.
And I'm Nana.
So we're going to be reviewing Two Can Play That Game. It's been a while. Don't blame me or Nana.
Yes.
Life
happened. January was one of those months that just, oh yeah, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
They only been beating everyone up.
Yeah,
everyone and their mom.
Hope...
Not me though, but...
So,
Two Can Play That Game.
Two Can Play That Game, yes. I've tried not to talk to Esther about it because...
Yeah, she always been trying to like message me like before like, oh, have you seen the movie? And I like to find it. First of all, are we reviewing this or what?
So we're trying to make our reactions as authentic as possible.
Yes.
But yeah, did you like the movie?
Obviously, like any movie where the woman is doing the man, how the man does the woman, is that's a Gucci, man. That's some Gucci. So obviously I liked it, yeah. And I do like the concept of like, you know, she's teaching people how to like, you know, I guess run the game. If the game is trying to run you, then you run it back. Like, because what's the point of just crying in the corner, you know, over a man? Like,
did you like her character?
She was a bit like
judgmental.
Yeah, I didn't like how she was about her friends.
Yeah,
she was like, I was thinking,
it's it's given I'm better than you.
You know what I was thinking? When I was watching, I was thinking, I just know the writer's a man, because it was given this is what a man believes that a woman's friendship.
Yeah.
And then when I looked it up, lo and behold,
yeah,
it was a man. And I was like, who's surprised?
I think for me, I think when it started, I did take a break because I was just like,
why? Oh, I'm tired, man.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
If you guys have been with us since the very beginning of our Picking Into It journey, we started like reviewing black movies and stuff like that. And
we wanted to circle back finally.
Yeah, but you know, those times were interesting times.
We were always shouting every day.
Yeah, every day was stress. You know, as Harper from...
Yeah, don't even. I think the purpose of like us watching these black movies is because we wanted to like see why they're classics.
Yeah.
Into the classics.
Yeah.
And I think this is like another one where people are like, oh, you know, it's like a staple in the 90s. And a lot of these classics, especially the romance,
are not healthy.
They're horrible. Like,
yeah, and also just for how
they're so wicked.
What the men.
The things that men be doing to women.
And the things that, like, I guess black women are expected to just take and
I think women in general,
with.
like, it's kind of like,
just the kind of struggle love that they kind of perpetuate.
How are you going to cheat on me and think I should take you back? I need to cheat back at least one time. Like, we don't support cheating back, we support leaving men. Because either way, if you're cheating back, a man benefits in it. Another man benefits. What's the point?
It's true. I think, but... this movie surprisingly wasn't in the same category as the movie.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was quite
maybe I've grown. There's like those.
I think it's just a good movie.
Yeah,
because I feel like it was like light-hearted, and I feel like the slight toxicity I could overlook it because it's like I'm laughing.
I feel like in a way because I feel like in that era that we were reviewing it, I was in like a
me too.
Like a hatred phase.
Ooh.
So it was just even emphasized even stronger. But I feel like now I've cooled down.
I've grown.
So I do feel like maybe I've grown too.
Yeah, and I feel like
I also feel like the movie wasn't as bad as it could have been. As some things that we've seen in the past.
I really liked it though. I think honestly the friendship. I really like Monique's character. I think it's that scene where she was like, I'm gonna knit these two dresses together and make one big dress for myself. That was kind of funny because you know how back then obviously clothing wasn't particularly size friendly. Yeah, which one?
The one that was trying to call her big, like
I don't remember that one.
Her friend was like, I think she was talking about her size in a way, but she's like, don't, like her friend was like warning her.
Those jokes are very common back then. And like, yeah, I did like Monique's character because she was like obviously comedic relief, you know, for obviously her friendship side. So Tony, Anthony Anderson played Tony. He was like another comedic relief, plus size comedic relief. Obviously, like, you know, Monique's character, Once Upon a Time, would have irritated me because it's like,
really?
Yeah, no, it was not her character, but like how she is, like, plus size black woman, the butt of the joke, dark skinned black woman's butt of the joke. That would irritate me at one point. And it's like, we're tired of the trope. We know the trope's gonna be there. Well, we can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So you might as well just enjoy the ride. If I can, if it's enjoyable. But I feel like this movie was definitely enjoyable for sure. Is it Vivica A. Fox? She did so good. She's the main character, Shantae Smith. She did really, really good. Anthony Anderson, who played Tony, the best friend to Morris Chestnut's character, he was so funny, bro. Like, even though he was mad, and the way he be talking as if he'd be knowing women, but he was hilarious. And honestly, the best part of the movie. And I think that for me, like, best part for me. And I feel like that's part, you know, the saying of like, there's no small characters, only small actors. I feel like he made the most out of his best friend. And I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of that stuff was like just, you know, was it roleplay? Was improvised? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
But I think it's interesting. I feel like one thing that I picked up on this was friendships.
Yeah.
And just so I guess for me, asking Esther if she liked the character, I didn't really like her character.
Who?
The main lady.
Oh,
I didn't like her. I didn't like her because
not as a friend, obviously.
Because of how she was as a friend, and just kind of how. Because obviously she
stuck up, like looked down on her friends.
She's very arrogant, even just outside of her friendship.
She's naive as well.
Yeah, even just outside, because obviously it's like she's speaking to us throughout the whole film.
Yeah.
And like her certain level of just like, I'm above you with her friends. How she was narrating each of their like romance love lives.
Yeah.
And then to find out
it can never be her.
It can never be her.
Listen,
and sometimes,
don't be saying that.
Yeah, that it could. Yeah.
We learned it hard. But
finding out it can never be me. Sometimes it can really be you. You know.
Well, not me though. You say I'm saying. Yeah, with the Vivica Fox character, I think like she was just very like, I think obviously there are female friendships that are like that, where like there's obviously competition and stuff like that. But for me, I feel like my experience with a lot of women is just there's a lot of love there, especially when it obviously like you get to if like your friend is always with a toxic man and she's complaining like, yeah, I'm going back, you're gonna be tired. I get it, but I feel like I feel like with female friendships, especially black women's friendships, I feel like there's a lot of love there, and I feel like I couldn't really feel the love like translate on screen. It just felt more like,
it just kind of felt like, and especially because this was like she had like a batch of rules that she was like kind of sharing with her friends.
Yeah.
And that's why I like Monique's character, because she was skeptical. Because
I know she saw her and her man in the club. It's like, ain't that your man?
Ain't that your man?
Ain't that your man? I was like, oh, it might be
Siam. Sisemia. Quang. Breaking news.
I like the fact that she challenged her, because
and it's like sometimes like we have like a perception of like, you know, what we're supposed to do in life. I was like, sometimes life kind of like, you know, we have rules of like, oh, do this, do that, just like, you know, with society, go to uni, do this, and you're gonna get a good paying job in a house. Look at that now, you know, a lot of things that we thought would go to plan, it's not going to plan. And I feel like, you know, I think a lot of our, you know, plans in life, it doesn't count for human people, like people in life. And I think her rules did not count for her man, like Morris Chestnut's character. He did not want, he was gonna do him regardless, you know. And yeah.
So do you think games, I mean, do you think people in relationship play games?
Yeah, to some extent.
Yeah. I think games are healthy.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you think games are healthy? Why are you looking at that?
No, this is a question. So for me, I'm someone that
you play games.
No.
Okay,
no.
In the past.
Remember, I've reformed.
In the past, okay. We're reformed good girls.
Reformed.
But
I think, okay, in the past I have played games, but I think now I'm in a place where I hate games. I hate
it's because she's been a perpetrator, and now she doesn't want to taste the wickedness of it.
It's just because, well, yeah, in terms of like growing, in terms of like emotionally, all of that, but also I guess what I want out of like relationships and stuff like that. And also I'm tired.
It's really tiring.
I still know how I am. Like sometimes I play and I'm like, you know, I give up. I don't want to.
Yeah, you play a little. Jump back.
And I'm like, no, I didn't mean it. I was just.
I don't like playing a game. I never really liked it, because for me, I feel like I've always been like someone that's quite like straightforward and honest. So I always find it weird when people would try to go around the corners. Like, come to me direct. You know what I mean? Like I never really understood it. So that's why I never really, I guess, participated in it. But I would say, like, I guess in a way I sometimes can, in terms of like what I guess unintentionally have done, in terms of like okay, it is talking about the type of, I guess, type of play I used to get. Like, oh, this is my past sheets. You see that? You should see it. If she sees her know better, know that I can go back anything.
I hear it. You know, I feel like sometimes it's like,
sometimes,
you know, sometimes,
but I've learned that it's not nice to do that. You know?
I think in a way, obviously, I feel like we all at one point or have played games in a certain thing. Like, I guess there's like almost like unspoken rules of like, which sometimes I don't really subscribe to, in terms of like, oh, you shouldn't reply too fast, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
For me, because I feel like that's one thing that, cause I liked, if I like you and we're talking, I want to reply to your message.
It depends.
I don't want to be like, oh,
slow,
oh, make him wait.
No,
to, you know, make
slow,
mystery. Like,
if it's slow in replying back, then I'm gonna be slow. I'm gonna match your energy. But if like, you know, if like
that's the whole match your energy thing. I always have an issue with it sometimes, because
no, I think it depends. It depends. I think if like, it's different if like they're being mutual and like, you know, say like they're just at work or something, but usually they would answer a bit quicker. I feel like that's different. But if the person is like answering, I don't know, it really depends. Like, I think it's case by case type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, if like they take like, for example, if you're like on Hinge or something, they answer once a day. That's, you're not serious. You don't care, and that's fine. I'm not gonna care either. You know what I mean? But if it's like they answer you multiple times a day, but it's just a bit like between hours, then I don't think that's a bad thing. If you message me once a day or once every other day, then no.
Like, the whole thing of matching energy, I always kind of struggled with, because I guess I'm always someone like, if I like you, I want to stay, I guess, true to who I am and how I feel. And this is not talking about early stages, like,
I don't like men, I'm sorry.
I think I want to stay true. At least I guess I know that I was as authentic to myself as I could have been. And I think sometimes this whole match the energy thing of, I feel like sometimes it's just not authentic to who I am, because it's like, if you're doing certain things, I should match your energy, but I'm like, that's not real to me. I think sometimes I always have like an issue with that whole matches energy. I understand in cases of like what we're talking about, responses and stuff like that, because for me, I feel like communication is so important. If you're responding to me, we're getting to know each other, and you're responding to me like once a day, like,
oh, that's mad, you know. I feel like that doesn't deserve even nothing.
I get the thing, obviously, if you're like busy, but if that's communicated to me that you're different. Busy, and or if it's just a thing like I message you and conversations are supposed to flow. If you're responding like once a day, how can we? It's not gonna. How can we go anywhere?
That's why I'm like that I'm gonna match that, you know. Whereas I feel like it's different if like, say like, you know, I feel the urge to do a certain thing for you, or say a certain thing. Obviously, I don't want to stop who I am, you know, or change what I would normally do just because, you know, you're maybe not as expressive as me or whatever. I'm still gonna do me, and like, obviously, I still believe that, you know, if I be my authentic self, and I feel like you're his authentic self, or maybe he's not being his authentic self, I want someone to be the authentic self back. You know, I want someone to give me the same love I'm giving them back. And if they're not, I'm gonna go and find someone who is. Like, I want that 100%, because I'm all in or all out. So if I'm all in and I'm trying to be all in with you, and is given like a 1 foot out, I'm gonna match that. I'm gonna go out. I'm not gonna do 1 foot. I'm gonna do all the way out.
This whole thing started with a misunderstanding. No, it's not. I don't want to say misunderstanding, because he was wrong. He was doing it wrong. He was wrong.
How the hell you know what I hate in the club, in your work uniform? You didn't even go home.
He told her he was working late.
How starving can you be that you just come? You didn't even go home to shower or wash your bum.
In the clothes that
you don't wash your bum. You just come straight from work. Wow. The
sweat that you've been
starvation was serious. He wanted that ass.
When you have a babe chilling at home.
A babe that looks like Vivian Fox as well. Okay.
Chilling at home.
Not that Gabrielle Union is, you know, is like a...
no, but the first girl wasn't Gabrielle Union. It was a random girl.
Right, yeah.
But you know what irritated me is when he spoke to his friend and he was like, no, I'm not interested. And then his friend was like,
come on, give me the real shit, man. Come on, man.
And he was like, okay, fine.
That's what he said. And he was like, okay, you know what?
You know what?
Now that you mention it.
I'm just a man, you know. I just...
Are you stupid? But sometimes, twist his ear. But I think, I feel like sometimes guys can be a bit like, I don't know, disingenuous sometimes.
Yeah, just
you knew what you were doing.
You knew what you were doing.
Like, just sit with your chest, man.
No, but it's the fact that he went off with her.
Yeah.
That's was like, why are you going off with her?
Mind you, I'm your girl. I loved her move of like,
keep it cool.
Of like being like, oh, I just feel like we should see other people. I don't want to put pressure on you.
But also, I think in that moment, something that really just like, don't tell your friends the truth, because then they will start
I didn't like that. To hate on you or something like that.
Yes, or they'll escalate the situation.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I completely disagreed with that, because I feel like, obviously, she doesn't trust her friends, and she doesn't see her friends as her equal, and she doesn't see them as like people worthy enough to go to for advice. She feels like she's the bee's and everyone should come to her. But I think sometimes a person doesn't have to like be, I guess, in a better situation than you to be able to give you worthy.
See more,
you know, like sometimes, yeah, sure, you could be lost in the sauce with your man, but doesn't mean I can't see very, very clearly what's going on with your man. You know what I mean? I could be stupid as hell, like, my man will never cheat on me again. I could be dumb as hell saying that, but I can be like, girl, you really gonna let him play in your face? I could really say that, you know what I mean? But I feel like
I didn't like that at all, because I think it's as friends, it's important to
confide in each
other, because I think sometimes it can lead to extreme of where you might be in a situation where you actually are in danger, but because you have that whole thing of not telling your friends,
that you can't see.
And also her friends are just trying to have her back. It wasn't even like they were, and if they escalated the situation, so what? He's the one that's in the wrong. Like,
I think at the end of the day, she should be able to, like, despite what her friends say, be able to take I guess the grain of salt, or eat the meat and spit out the bones, because not everything your friends are gonna say they're gonna 100% understand. So you should be able to like decipher or like determine which part of the advice is usable.
And I think it's in those moments that I'm like, this is not written by a woman. It's in those moments that I was like, a woman wouldn't think that and say that. Like she would tell her friends. I think that's just the kind of community we have as women.
In fact, women will tell, even if her man is doing her dirty for the 85th time, she's gonna tell her friends. She should really don't tell me. I mean, she's gonna tell her friends.
I know there's some women that don't want the whole coming to me as a woman. That's
different though. That's like a random girl coming to you about your man. But it's different with like your girl.
Your actual girl. Like I saw your man. Like and even
that's mad, you know.
And he was her keeping cool, and then him going off with her. But I think what I like about Morris Chestnut's character in comparison to the other movies we watched, I feel like he reflected. Like he did play some games.
He played. The thing is, were they boyfriend and girlfriend, or were they just like dating?
I think that it was. The thing is, that wasn't clear. But they've been dating for time. But it's like Keith is someone that's been in her life.
I don't know, because like they didn't like make it like solid. Like that's my man, that's my boyfriend. If that's her boyfriend, that's a red card. Sorry. And it's like, no, taking a girl to a club, no, like wanting something to happen is a red card. Like she's rightfully leaving his ass. Like, and he should have begged her.
But I was starting to think, did he apologize? You know, when he met her at the dinner and he was like, basically, this is what happened. Did he apologize?
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to remember. I
feel like he made excuses. And then, but I think.
But she broke up with him.
No, I think he did say sorry, but he made excuses. You know, because it's not really an apology with excuses. Not really an apology.
It's not really.
You know, but I think and then she was like, oh, that's fine, and then
the war began.
I like that she ended it with him, because like sometimes the best revenge is silence. Saying nothing.
That's why I'm scared.
Yeah, no explanation, no nothing, and just make his mind just churn and go over and over and over again your conversation. You don't have to say nothing. Honestly, I believe in block and delete. That's my shit.
Blocka al Facebook, blocka al WhatsApp, blocka telefonet, blocka Instagram, blocka.
And at the same time, it's an ego boost. Cause like even if you don't want the man, you still want him to be begging you. Yeah, you're like,
especially with Morris Chestnut.
Oh my god, like he won't leave me alone, babe. The guy's been the man is even emailing me. He's even sending pigeons. He's even sending pigeons to come and speak to me.
He's on me.
I told him to leave me. He doesn't want to leave me alone.
When I came to the end of the movie, I was just like, you know, all of this could have been solved with
one conversation. One conversation.
We didn't have to do all of this.
But then we wouldn't have the movie. And I feel like it's realistic though, because a lot of people don't know
escalate, communicate. I think that's what this movie taught me, because I was like, there were so many moments, because I was trying to figure out the level of their relationship, because they didn't say that they were boyfriend and girlfriend, but when he was like, he loves her, I was just like, I think, did you see the love from her though?
She definitely loved him. I saw it closer to the end.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I feel like she was obviously she saw her man, you know, with someone, and I think it hardened her, and so that's why she was like, you know, sticking to these rules and these regulations that she has to stick with so that he, you know, acts right. You know, and I think she didn't allow herself to properly feel, because she wanted him to prove, you know, himself, or like prove himself that he's worthy of her. You know, I think she wanted her whole goal was to be with him. You know, that's what all these rules were. She wanted to find a way to justify being with him after dinner, and I think that's just what it was.
To give her the power back in a way.
Yeah, because
for the situation.
Powerless.
It
would have been nice if you saw her being vulnerable.
That's the thing. I think I saw more of his vulnerability than hers, because of the way I felt like the ending was a bit abrupt for me. Because when I was watching I felt like it ended. We could have had maybe 10 minutes more to conclude everything, you know, and maybe an apology from her, because she didn't say sorry, and he didn't say sorry because he also participated in the game. I think there could have been an extra layer of solidified. Okay, we both played these games.
We both did a madness.
Let's
shake on it. We ain't gonna do nothing else.
Let's work out.
We ain't gonna do this again.
I haven't seen enough to see that she won't play another game. Like for me, I just see this as
he's not gonna do that again.
This was round one. Yeah. this was game one in several games to come. You know,
85 more to come.
It just there wasn't a thing of like, okay. But I guess honestly that it is realistic. But I just felt like, okay, this is sweet and all, you're dancing, slow dancing, as you're switchy, you know. You're just slow dancing. But I just felt like, okay, but you guys are gonna go on this roller coaster again. Like,
I wish they did. To be fair, like, it's not perfect, and I guess the ending is up to interpretation. You know, you can interpret what's gonna happen afterwards. But I think it's not perfect, and I think that is realistic. And I think the writer was more focused on, I guess, showing the man's vulnerability in a sense versus the woman's. Even though it's supposed to be two can play that game, and she's the main character and like the narrator as well. It was more concerned about the man's, you know, pain and his vulnerability. And even though it's like this would never have happened if he wasn't out with a colleague. So what if she invited you? You know, realistically, he wanted to, you know, get a little something with her, which isn't really nice, especially when you have a girl who clearly cares about you. You know what I didn't like? Gabrielle Union's character, is it every day be a mistress? Like,
I know. I didn't like that she was typecast as that back in the day.
No,
she's so
hot though. People say like low key like
that was her real life.
That's what.
Is that what it is? That was the juice and the tea and the biscuit.
Yeah, that's the biscuit and the honey and
the cream
and the cream. Yeah. Apparently she did it with her current husband Dwayne Wade. She was his main chick, and then became his main chick.
That's some
So people were saying she was kind of like, you know,
casted as that, because that was her. She was so fine though. When she came on, like, damn.
But it's like, it's not every day like be like a hater. Like, I don't know, girls.
Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
And the typecasting.
She was such a, honestly, when Vivian, like, she slapped her, you know, and then like it was like, oh, okay,
it's a fist.
When Vivian gave her a little
serious blow.
Yeah, when she gave her a little fisting, I was like, you know what, she deserved it.
I was like, yeah,
I support it.
But then I was like,
and then they rewinded. I was
like, in front of her colleagues.
Yeah, no, but she should have taken it to the back and done it.
Yeah,
you know, that's smarter. You know, you don't want to have to do it in public. You want to do it in the dead of night, in the shadows, in an alleyway somewhere, and then dispose of her body. That's what you need to do. You know what I find also interesting? How like they turn the tables on Vivian's character, and like she was running
in the beginning. She was like
in charge, running game,
in charge,
and like everything that she would say would happen. And then now it's like he's going
picked an argument with her.
He's going rogue now.
Yeah,
and he's like he picked an argument with her, and also he brought.
Do you think that thing is effective?
What?
The whole transference argument thing. I was trying to understand it. Like, he was just arguing about something random, right?
It's to like get her passionate and angry.
And
because I think he didn't want her to like be indifferent. Indifference is the opposite of love. indifference, I feel nothing for you. He wanted to see if she still felt something. If she's angry, then that's like, anger is in a way fuels passion in a way. So I think that's what he wanted to do, and she probably was spending all night thinking about him, pissed off, like thinking about the whole time, and I think it does work. You don't want to do that with me too much though, because that would piss me off. Because I'm about to be starting to argue with me. I don't be talking to me crazy like.
Is it me that?
No, but don't you ever speak to me like. Do you ever in your life?
So yeah, basically she goes on like different days and like has her different rules. And one of the rules she has is men only understand women who show strength.
Yeah.
But I was just like,
I do kind of get it though. But I feel like with I think by strength, like strength can be replaced with the word boundaries. And I feel like I think that's true. Like if like she was just crying in his arms, is that gonna stop him from doing it again?
It's true.
I think she had to like set boundaries, set a precedent that if you do me like that, this is what can come of it. Hell, like I feel like men do. I do personally believe men should be a little bit scared of you, like scared of what you will do if they fuck up. They should be afraid.
Well, I feel like
hi babe. I do believe men do respect strength versus. I feel like if you're just crying all the time, there's gonna be like they'll become desensitized to it. There's only sometimes you can cry in their arms before they're just like, anyways. I think
what do you feel like? So her whole goal with the rules was to get him to come back and beg her, right?
Yeah. To basically jump through the hoops that she needs him to jump through, so she feels okay about taking him back. Yeah.
I think for me, so the thing for me I struggled with was the whole ignoring thing.
Well, like
he'd be calling her, and she'd be and she'd be ignoring. Because I think for me, I would put myself. And I don't really.
I would have picked up after the fourth call.
Exactly.
I don't really want to defend a man, but I feel like unfortunately this movie's got me defending the guy in a way.
How dare you defend the man?
I hate this.
Be a woman.
I hate this for me.
Ew.
But I think unfortunately the way it was written guy. The way it was written.
So naturally,
it was
you're not really defending a man. You're defending women still.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
Period. Dot.
Exactly.
Period.
But I think for me, I just felt like even though he was definitely in the wrong, let's not negate that. But the whole ignoring his call thing and it just felt very. Obviously, it's manipulative. They're playing a game.
Yeah, they're both playing games.
They're both playing games.
But he's losing.
He was.
Next time, be a winner. Now, no one's gonna be complaining. He's just mad because he lost.
But I think I just thought about if I was in that position.
What, calling?
If I was in a position where I did wrong and then the person my partner that I'm calling is not picking up.
But like we're women, we don't do that. We don't beg men. He has to beg you.
Fair.
So that you can like forgive him for getting mad at you.
I have so much to learn, Sensei.
He has to much. So you do something wrong. And then you say to him, sorry, and he has to forgive you immediately. And if he doesn't forgive you immediately, there's other fish in the sea. You understand? You need to start swimming.
Maybe I'm not much of a game player.
And also, there's like, it's like, to be fair, it's their prerogative. Like, I don't have to pick up the call just because you're earnest that you want me to forgive you. So what? You feel guilty. You did wrong. I don't have to respond to you.
Yeah.
I can take as long as you want. And even if like, yeah, you did wrong, women don't do wrong. So that's even a crazy scenario to even begin with. Women don't do wrong. So, but if you did wrong, allegedly in the universe, allegedly, I stand by my sister in the court of law. I'm going to defend her. She didn't do anything.
Me, I don't see anything.
No, I didn't. I'm even a witness.
I didn't even do
I was
anything.
with her the whole time. I didn't say anything. She was sleeping peacefully in my bed.
So I think for me, because a reason why I say I'm not on the game thing anymore, because I don't want them to be played back to me.
No.
Like I don't want to.
They don't have to do that. They're not allowed to do that.
How can you stop them?
So that you have to play the games back. So that they can't, play for you.
Sensei, I have so much to learn from you.
Okay, you just have to have boundaries.
What's the rule number one?
Okay, make sure to have bulletproof boundaries.
Make sure
bulletproof boundaries. And then when you have the bulletproof boundaries, and then you see the game, you'll be able to, play back on them, back on the long run. Things I don't believe in games realistically, but if anyone should play games, it should be women, not men. I don't believe men should play games. That's wrong. That's wrong.
I think genuinely.
Did Jesus play games? No, he didn't. So why are you playing games? He used to be like Jesus. But Jesus is not a woman, he's a man. So that's why men should emulate Jesus. Women, You know, Jesus, he forgave us. He died for our sins.
I think some people may call this hypocrisy.
I don't care. It's my life. I can be a hypocrite. I don't care.
I love that for you. I think from watching it, it was funny. I enjoyed the movie. I feel like in a way it was funny because his friend was like almost like using this opportunity as a way to get back all the women that have wronged him. Like I think
the friend was hilarious.
Yeah, he was like, this is vengeance for all men everywhere. Like you can't give up because you have to fight for the side of men.
The thing is, I feel like I wish. Oh, go on. Yeah, go on. Okay, I wish, you know, I wish more women were like that. Were like, you know, because I feel like, for example, like I don't know, I feel like women do be doing their little, you know, like when I see stuff like Love Island, I'll be seeing the men, they'll be like, they keep their options open and stuff, like, and then women don't. It just annoys me because women are always getting hurt, and it's like I don't always want to see that. Like I want to see, like, I want women to be more like men. Not just that, no, not moving more like men. I want women to have more boundaries and options. You know, like sometimes if a guy's not giving you 100% and what you want is 100%, get another one. I do feel like, you know what I mean, get another one.
In some instances as well, women should, like, in terms of like what they allow, should move more like men, because I feel like women give a lot of chances. They shouldn't. And I feel like
I feel like max 2 for a beginner, for someone new in your life. I think someone new, even then, depends on what he did, you know.
Even with, I guess, with some, like, even with flags, identifying some red flags, or I think there's some amber flags that really should be red. And I think for me, I guess as well, learning to just trust my gut more. And it's like, if I notice it immediately, like,
because I think, like, see it this way, in the beginning stages you're supposed to put your best foot forward.
If you're seeing a couple no,
if a man is showing you vibrant red flags, that's his best foot. Just know that's his best foot. Just know that
it can get worse. The fact it can get worse.
Shaggy. The type of premium shaggy that will have you in another country. You don't even know how you got there. So there's no point even trying to give it a chance if it's like a red flag in the very beginning, because he's supposed to be trying to be his best for you. Like, everyone does that. Obviously everyone has flaws, but like most people will have the courtesy to, like,
hide them a bit.
You know, even us, we don't hide it, but like, you just try to be your best self.
Small, you know, release it small.
Yeah, you should like, you'll try to be your best self, and then like when you get to, you're more comfortable. Like, say, like, for example, like when you get angry, you snap a little bit. And that's not something you're gonna do in the beginning stages. Obviously, it's something you can work on, but it's something you wouldn't want to do to someone new to your life. And like, obviously, if you communicate to the person, like, I don't like when you do that, and they don't change, obviously leave them. But if they do, then it's like you can still continue to work on it, you know. But I feel like, I believe you should have your best foot forward, and if a man's not bringing his best foot, then he's gonna bring you even worse foots. The ugliest foot you've ever seen, he's gonna bring it to you.
So guys, that's been 2 Can Play That Game.
Yes, tell us your thoughts, you know, what you thought, if you agree with us, disagree. If you think I'm mad, you probably do, it's okay.
I think it's all you need to know is that this girl's a punk.
Me? No.
She's a punk. But I think that I have proof that you're a punk.
I don't think you do.
You see my nostril? This one. I think that we shouldn't play games, you know,
unless the person is playing games first.
She's trying to convince me to play games. I don't want to play the games.
It's not good to play games, for real. You should move through life with integrity and be straightforward, because at the end of the day, you know, whatever you want people to be like with you, you should be like with them in turn. And if we were just perpetuating the same playing games situation, then what we're going to do is to create more chaos in the world. And we already feel a way about the streets. The streets are woo out here, and it's like, it's because nobody's being honest, and nobody, you know, is being kind.
Be direct. Come to me direct.
If you want to talk to me direct. Don't go through the corners.
If we don't have to
be the change you want to see in the world.
Wow, Sensei. I'm learning so much from you today, Sensei.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, really preaching. Esther for president.
I've been saying as well. I can really run this country for real.
Esther for president. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. That's been
bye.
Nana and Esther.
Bye bye.
Bye.
You don't beat.
Damn.
Till I scream for every